Hi there guys, it's Laptop Tweaking Tips here. Happy 2023. I hope you all have a freaking awesome new year. So 2022 was a relatively exciting year as a PC gamer. Many of my favorite releases, whereas they weren't specifically new releases, they were new releases to PC. So I'm talking specifically about the Sony Ports to PC. So we had the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves collection come to PC, and on your screen now we have God of War, which released in January 2022. I absolutely love that game, and probably one of my favorite games of the year was Spider-Man Remastered. So I know it's a game from 2018, but to finally play it on PC was an absolute dream for me. So guys, whereas 2022 was fantastic, I actually think that 2023 is going to be a much better year for gaming, because most of the times games sneak up on you. You don't really know what's going to release until it releases. So let's just say I'm frothing at the mouth, and March seems to be the most exciting month in my opinion, but we'll get to that in a moment. Let's have a look at some exciting new games coming out in 2023. Right, so one of the first games on our list is Dead Space, the remake, which is coming out on the 27th of January, which is about 3.5 weeks from now, and I'm super excited for this one. So I never really got to play the original game. At the time, I had a little dinky Dell business laptop, so I tried to play this. I got 10 to 20 frames. It was unplayable for me, so I'm really excited to play this game. One point of concern though is you can see next gen truly is starting to get implemented, because the minimum requirements for this game is going to be a GTX 1070 mobile, and with my dinky GTX 1650 laptop, it's not quite cutting it. But you know what, we're going to create config files, we're going to optimize it, we're going to get a way for it to run, because I wasn't really into the body horror Resident Evil style type games until a viewer asked me to add it into my benchmarks, and since then I've played Resident Evil 2, Resident Evil 3 about 3 or 4 times. So I'm really excited for this one. It's got a Resident Evil feel in space, exciting, beautiful. Let's go. Right guys, next game on our list, and this one I've been looking forward to forever, is The Last of Us Part 1. Now the remastered version got released on the PS5 in September last year, and the PC release is on the 3rd of March. So earlier in the video I alluded to the fact that March is going to be a kick-ass bump of a month for PC releases. So this is the first big game releasing in March. Guys, I can't tell you how excited I am for this game. So yes, it's 2023 now, but even a couple of days ago, March seemed like ages away. Whereas now, this is literally releasing in 2 months. 2 of the longest months in my life, I promise you. But I'm so looking forward to this game. It's done by Naughty Dog. The Uncharted game, even though it got released initially in 2016, the PC port looks so freaking good. So I can only imagine that The Last of Us Part 1 on PC is going to look drop dead gorgeous. And I don't want to get into politics. Part 2 was a bit of a yes no disaster. Part 1 is apparently one of the best games ever made, so I have never experienced it. I am so looking forward to finally experiencing the story and seeing what all the fuss is about. Guys, this is releasing on the 3rd of March. Can't wait. Right, the next game on our list is Star Wars Jedi Survivor. So I never really got to finish the first game. I just found it to be a little bit repetitive, and the fact that there are only a couple of different worlds that you could go to and you have to travel backwards and forwards, I didn't find there to be much variety. Whereas just via the trailer alone, this game looks like a game I really want to play. Beautiful environments, outdoors, it looks a little bit more dynamic, it looks a lot more fun, and also it looks a lot prettier. Whereas the first game was pretty enough, this one looks even prettier. And let's be honest, who doesn't want to be a freaking Jedi? So really excited for this one. But this is also another one of those next gen is upon us. The minimum requirements for this is going to be a GTX 1070. But you know what? We PC gamers. We'll make config files, we'll make plans. And if a game's beautiful and it's good, we will play it no matter what our hardware. So really excited for this one. This one releases on the 17th of March. Another massive game releasing in March is Resident Evil 4 Remake. So earlier in the video, I alluded to the fact that I had a viewer that asked me to add Resident Evil 2 and 3 into my benchmarks. I really got into those games, and as of this day, I am so super excited for Resident Evil 4 because I've never played it, and apparently it's the best in the series. So whereas the old game is fantastic, the gameplay apparently was struggling because it's from back 2004. So a remake in the vein of Resident Evil 2 and 3 in terms of gameplay, it's a very exciting prospect. And I must say, I've fallen hook, line and center for this genre of gaming. So super excited for Resident Evil 4, and that releases on the 24th of March 2023. Can you wait? With an intro that's a straight callback to Batman Arkham Asylum, I'm very excited for Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. And will you look at that? It's the same character from Star Wars Jedi Survivor, or the same model. There we go. But anyways guys, I'm very excited about this. I'm not really a big fan of Suicide Squad. I like Harley Quinn, but let's see, maybe the characters will grow on me. But the fact that it's made by Rocksteady means that it's going to have rock solid gameplay, and I like their art direction, I like their tone, and I'm very optimistic and very excited for this game. This game releases on the 26th of May, so it's still some time away, but between then and now, there's so many quality releases. But guys, those are my top 5 games I'm looking forward to. Here are 2 games that I'm sort of skeptical about, but still sort of looking forward to. Right, first game that I'm a little bit skeptical of is Forspoken. First and foremost, it looks absolutely beautiful. It's done by Crystal Dynamics, so we know that the world's going to look quite pretty. It is a little bit empty. It's got a pretty protagonist, but the demo that was released on PlayStation recently did not get that great feedback. But you know what? This game's releasing on the 24th of January, so it's definitely worth a look in. Next game that I'm cautiously excited for is The Day Before. This is releasing on the 1st of March. Previously, this was actually going to be on my list of the games I'm looking most forward to, but there are 1 or 2 videos that I've watched that made me think that quite possibly the gameplay can be a little bit underwhelming. But the positives are that seeing that Days Gone is not getting a sequel, this reminds me firmly of Days Gone minus the Harley Davidsons. So cautiously excited for this one, but we're going to have to wait and see. It's not that far in the future, 1st of March, definitely also worth a look. But guys, that's my list. The 5 games I'm really excited for, the other 2 games that I'm cautiously excited for. What are you excited for? Let me know. Hit me up in the comment section. If you got any questions, if you got any suggestions, smash the like button, make a comment, but most importantly, if you haven't subscribed, it's 2023, it's time you do so. Have an awesome day, have an awesome year. It's people like you. Cheers.